All righty, welcome back to check-in number 2 of the day. After period number 2, everyone has submit some fish, got their check-in videos sent over, and let me get this out of here. And we are ready to take a look at what they caught and how things have changed. I'm going to let some more people come in here. For those that are watching, feel free to share the live stream. We are streaming on the Anglers List Facebook page, along with the Minnesota Made Outdoors YouTube channel. So if you want to watch on YouTube, head over to Minnesota Made Outdoors, search MN Made Outdoors, and you will find it. All right. We are done with period number 2. I'm going to start off, clear my throat, and do our sponsor thank yous really quick, as usual. So I'm going to start off with our key sponsor that's been around the longest, and that would be our buddy over at Hogsback Custom Rods, Mr. Jake Pills. He is a competitor. He is a sponsor. He is over there grinding away with his Hogsback, putting numbers on the board, and he's got a full array of open water rods, walleye, panfish, muskie, river rods. That's some pretty solid rods there for you river rats out there, as well as a plethora of really great ice fishing rods. I have a few myself, the PPX and the Flex. Love them. Don't really hit the ice without them. So if you're in the market for a nice custom rod, and maybe even need to get yourself a new hoodie, shirt, or hat, head on over to hogsbackcustomrods.com. Check him out. He's got a lot of good stuff. If you're in the comments section watching, following along, and you have any questions about Hogsback Custom Rods and any of their products, just let me know. Shoot me a question. We can go take a look at it and check it out. I got the wrong screen going here. That's the way I wanted it. So Hogsback Custom Rods, thank you for being a sponsor, and they will be awarding our champions in August with a custom rod for their winning. All right, next up, we will take a look at 903 Bait Company out of Bullard, Texas. They joined us last year, came aboard again this year, provided us with a bunch of baits for the guys and some baits for us to give away. If you've seen our contests out there, you need to guess what word the identifying letter is for bracket number 1. 903 Bait Company pack of baits will be given away to the first person to comment on the post on the Anglers List Facebook page for bracket number 1. What is the word their identifier is making? So yes, 903 Baits got any kind of soft plastic you can think of. Plenty of great worms and paddle tails, flukes, craws. He's got rattles in them. They catch everything. You got bass, you got crappie. So if you're in the market for some good plastics and a small company, give 903 Bait Company a look, and he can probably hook you up with what you're looking for. So thank you, 903 Baits. All right, last up, we would like to thank Mr. Curtis Funk of Funk's Jigs. He joined us this year and has given us two $25 gift certificates for use at Funk's Jigs. Get yourself some jigs, some spoons, what have you. He's got a nice wide array of colors, hand painted by himself, I believe. Great UV colors and glow. He's got spoons for panfish, spoons for walleyes and northerns and larger toothy critters. He's got what you need. Just go over to his Facebook page, Funk's Jigs, and check him out. He's got it all. And in order to win one of our Funk's Jigs gift certificates, $25 to Funk's Jigs, you will need to guess the word that the identifier is making for bracket number 2. So we've got them split up. If you go over to the Anglers List page, there's 2 posts. If you think you know what the word is, throw your guess in the comments. The first person to guess the correct word will be our winner. I'll get in touch with you and get your prize sent over to you immediately. Well, as immediately as I can. So that's all I've got for sponsors. And we will jump right into checking out the check-in videos. Hear from the teams, see how they did, see how morale is. It's been a nice day. I can't imagine anybody's having a bad time, but we'll see how everybody's doing and then take a look at leaderboards. Right now, we're going to start with bracket number 1. Bracket number 1 consists of Team Mud Puddle, Team Goodwill, the Googans, and Monpa. So I will get the first video up here and running for you. For bracket number 1, we are going to hear from the Googans to get us kicked off here.
Checking in for is this the end of period number 2? Guggen squad here. It's been kind of a slow period. Riley caught them all. Caught a couple.
Caught them all, yeah. Just small northern, small walleye, and small perch. Probably don't have any points out of them, but there'll be a couple submit nonetheless, and maybe we'll be lucky.
Yeah, I hope everybody else is doing pretty good. It's as you can see, not too bad outside. A little windy,
gorgeous day to be fishing.
So yeah, Guggen squad out.
All right, thanks fellas. Thanks for checking in. They were catching fish. They aren't very confident in how big of the fish, but looks like they've got points on the board. We'll get a look at that here in a little bit. They did have, as I mentioned in the last round, they had 2 fish that we hadn't seen the submissions yet, but they had let us know about them. And we made an agreement that if the ID was correct and it got in within a certain period from when the time period ended, which they ended up coming in time, everybody agreed. So those points do count for them. So we'll take a look at the scoreboard here in a bit. Next up, let's hear from Team Goodwill.
This is Team Goodwill checking in. We've got some news. 4 species that we're going to add to our list. I'm not sure if they're going to hold up, but why don't you run those down quick.
We got walleye, sauger, striped bass, and a drum or sheephead.
Yeah. So, yeah, our sauger's a tiny tyke, but we're hoping to God that stays. And I think it's like, what, 9 1/4 or 9 3/4 or something like that.
It's a little guy.
Our walleye's sitting at 19 1/4, 19 3/4, one of those two.
We're around 16 on our drum, and where are we? 11 1/4 on the striped bass.
Yeah.
Getting ready to move to our next spot and enjoy the weather finally.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Yeah, we're starting to strip down some layers. Cody's got some big feet.
Don't need those.
Anyways, so
having a good time out here. Hope everyone else is catching fish and having fun as well.
Yes, sir. I like it. Boom.
All right, thanks, fellas. Sounds like they're having a productive round as well. Scoreboard shows it, and we will look at that shortly. All right, and he kept saying white bass or striped bass. I think he meant white bass, but we'll look at that here shortly. All right, next up, let's hear from Monpa.
Hello, this is Monpa checking in. Still rough for us. We did at least got quite a few fish, just nothing really to submit. So our plan B was better than plan A, but our plan C hopefully turns out much better. We are trying though. It's been fun, beautiful weather. So sounds like a lot of other ones have caught quite a few fish. So good for them. Let's hope this turns around for us.
We have a challenge in front of us.
All right, guys. Thanks, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right. Well, sounds like the rods are bending for them. They're finally getting some fish catching done. They need to start submitting some. I think I hope they're watching the scoreboard, paying attention to where it's at, because hate to see any fish go back that could make points on the board for them. So keep at it, Mom and Pa. You can get that. You can get there. A lot of ground to make up, but I've seen it happen. So, all right. Last but not least, for bracket number 1, we are going to hear from Mud Puddle.
Team Mud Puddle checking in for the second check-in here. Pretty difficult period for us. We caught some fish, but now we're doing some bouncing around, looking for new water.
Yep, yeah, finding some spots, some looking all right. Yeah, it was a tough bite this morning. Able to put up one rock bass, post spawn right now, so it's tough getting onto the ones that we were looking for.
Yeah.
But still,
Had to go
one to
finesse.
turn in. Yeah. Took a bit, but found one at least.
Yeah. So we'll add that. Hopefully that point holds up for at least a little while.
Hopefully some of these new spots pan out.
Yeah.
Give us something good.
Good luck this round, guys.
Yeah.
See you at the next check-in.
All right, nice work, fellas. They're grinding out there. Got that rock bass on the board, but a lot of time left for everybody. A lot of movement that can be made here still. So we're gonna take a look here at our scoreboard and take a look at some of these fish that got submitted. So here we are. Let me blow that up for you a little bit. I'll get myself out of the way there. Okay, so here we are. Bracket number 1, Team Goodwill, is still hanging on to the lead, and it's a healthy lead at that. They have 7 total scored fish at 89 3/4 inches. The Googans coming in second place with 4 total fish and 43 inches. And Team Mud Puddle sitting with 2 fish in third place at 30 and 1/2 inches. So we're only going to look at fish that were submit here in the second period, since we've already looked at everything from the first period. We'll start with Goodwill as they're in first place. Let's take a look at this sauger. As I mentioned, it's a little guy. Saugers tend to be on the smaller side in that species, but they aren't super common, at least from my experience. There it is on the bump board. There's your indicator. But you know, it's if somebody wants to snag a point, that would be one to target. You might get stuck catching walleyes, but oh darn. And there it is, little guy. There's sauger point, which was caught later in the round. These are all in kind of timed order, so that was their most recent submission. Let's take a look at the 16-inch drum that they've submit. It is on the bump board, hitting that 16-inch mark. And there he is holding it. Little guy. There was a hefty one submit over there on bracket 2, so that one wouldn't even come close. But at that rate, that is a point, not a strong point. It is very beatable, but they are hanging on. This is I think he kept calling it a striped bass, but I believe he meant white bass. So let's take a look here at their white bass. There it is. Cole holding that thing. There it is on the bump board. Yeah, and I don't know necessarily the distinction. I don't know how common striped bass are in Minnesota, but I am certain this is a white bass, not a striped bass. So, and that is what they submitted as. So, white bass on the board for them. And their last submission for this round was their first of the round, but last fish to look at is this 19 1/4 inch walleye. That is a healthy fish. And I do have a pretty cool video of the release of this fish, which we will take a look at here in a little while. That is a beautiful walleye. And we'll take a look on the bump here. There it is on the bump board, 19 1/4 inches. So Team Goodwill hanging on to the lead, 7 points there. We'll jump down here to the Googans. close that up quick. Oh, it is already closed. The Googans, they, like I said before, they had the splake and the brook trout that they were waiting for the submission. They had let us know early on that they were having trouble getting it uploaded. It had been submit, but just wasn't loading just due to where they were. We had good communication on that, and everybody agreed that they will count as soon as they hit the scoreboard. So these fish do count for them, puts them at 4 points with their rainbow trout. So we'll take a look at the splake and the brook trout just because we didn't see them last time. So the mighty splake here, there we have it on the bump board, hitting 12 inches. And there it is with the grip and grin. He's definitely not long arm in that one. So that is a little splake. Congrats on that one. And we will also take a look at their brookie here. See if this is the bump board. Yep, there it is on the bump. Tail swung over there. And that is 13¼ inches. That's a nice fish. Take a look at who caught that one. There we go, Riley. Look, big belly on that one too. That's a nice looking rookie. All right. So, and their last fish, their fish that they submit this last round was the yellow perch at 8¼ inches. Take a look at that. Getting some feedback here. There it is on the bump board. Perch, 8¼ round down, did not break the ½ inch line, so round down to the 8¼ There's their indicator for this round. And there you have Riley, the old long arm, making it look big. Great fish, good point. Keeping them alive here in bracket number 1. Let's bring it up here to Team Mud Puddle. They had their northern pike from the first round. So we will take a look at the submission from round 2 is this rock bass at 8¼ inches. The old rock bass. It sounds like Zach was saying they're spawning or post spawn. So the larger fish are a little harder to target, it sounds like. So they did get their target species of rock bass. And there he is, little guy. I caught a 10 and I can't remember. It was a 10 even, 10-inch rock bass this winter. Those fish have much sharper teeth than you'd expect. I was not expecting to put my thumb in his lip and get a nice poke, but I did. So anyways, there is bracket number 1. Goodwill in first, Googans in second, Team Mud Puddle in third, and Ma and Pa still yet to score a point. So, okay, next up, we are going to check in with bracket number 2 and see how everybody fared on that side of things. We will start with Team Hogsback.
What's up, guys? Team Hogsback for our next check-in. I guess no shortage of action for us this afternoon. Caught plenty of fish. But really not the right ones. We were able to upgrade our smallmouth and then put a perch on the board, but
Jumbo perch.
a jumbo perch. Just wait till you see the size of that guy. Yeah. But other than that, it was a fairly tough afternoon. We tried some stuff that didn't work out, but that's fishing. But we got some confidence going into the evening, so we're hoping to keep stacking up some points.
Put some giants on the board.
Yeah, we're going for giants.
Currently in our super secret spot. So
exactly.
Nobody knows where we're at.
But yeah, hope to hear some news from you guys. Maybe positive news compared to us. But yeah, good luck, guys, in the next session.
That away, boys. Staying productive, staying catching fish, and being less than secretive about where they're fishing. They are known for the river monsters, though. So just keep your eyes on Hogsback here in the coming rounds. You're really going to want to tune in that overnight round. It's going to get big, I think. So, all right. That was Team Hogsback. Let's check in with the River Bums.
Good afternoon, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. We have had a pretty slow morning to start off, I would say. We finally made one fish to turn in, 21.25 inch walleye. Yeah.
Hopefully that sticks, but
Yeah.
on to the next location and next species.
Yeah. Hopefully the rest of the day goes a lot better for us and everybody else as well.
Yeah, everyone good luck, and hopefully everyone's doing a little better than us.
See you at the next period.
We may have an issue. They have reported a 21 and he said 21 and a quarter inch walleye. I am not seeing that on the scoreboard. So we're going to need to figure out what happened there, if it's still pending in submission due to service or what's going on. But hate to see them not get that point on the board. But for now, it does not make the board. They do not have a point for that, but we'll figure that out. If anyone, Shara, if anybody's watching, if you want to reach out to them and see what's going on with that, we can get that squared away. All right. So last but not, no, wait, we're not that far in. We need to check in with, let's check in with Tenny Pounder.
What's up, guys? Tenny Pounder here, second check-in. Little live action shot here. Dan having a beautiful time with whatever was on that rod. Second period was kind of our experimental period. Ran the boat through a crap load of mud, chopped up a lot of weeds, wrapped a lot of those around the trolling motor. Generally had a good time. Did put a northern and a largemouth on the board. Not overly confident in either of those, but they're up there, so at least that's something. But like I said, the river is going to make us run eventually, so things slowed down there, and we're starting to work our way upstream and try some different techniques. So the next period for us is going to look a little different and hopefully a little better, but we still got a prop and most of a skeg, so we're having a good day. Good luck, everyone.
It's good to hear the skegs hanging on. Yeah, it gets dicey out there on the river if you don't know what you're doing, but these guys are river rats. It's where you catch a lot of species. I mean, if you're getting into this, you want to try it, go to the river, give it a shot. Had a productive round, even though it was experimental, as they say. They looks to be like they put some points up, so we'll take a look at that here shortly. But let's check in with our final team, and that will be, sorry, they changed their name and I forget now. They are the Rod Jerkers. They used to be the Bass Holes.
Rod Jerkers here. Doing pretty good. Steady. Start out with the docks. We got a nice crappie and panfish to turn in there. Trying to improve on our pike and bass here. We're gonna spend this next session kind of putting our heads together, pull a strategy together on what we want to do for the night bite. Spend a little more time out here and see if we can improve on that bass and the pike that are on the board. We hope everyone's doing good. Everyone's staying awake, well caffeinated. Get a bush light in ya if you gotta. Let's have fun. Tight lines, boys.
Nice work, fellas. They're grinding it out. Staying productive. That's what the name of the game is. If you're catching fish, you got a chance, and they're hanging in there. I'm actually on my second cup of coffee today because it's been a long day so far. And if you are enjoying any bush lights, please do it responsibly. Please do not do it while you're driving your boats, fellas and lady. And just be safe out there. Maybe wait until you're on the shoreline, take a break and such. Anyways, enough of that. Now it is time to take a look at the scoreboard for bracket number 2. We'll get right over there. Blow that up for you a little bit. Get out of there. All right, there's the scoreboard for bracket number 2. As it stands, 10 pounder, as like I said, they had mentioned it was an experimental period, but they've taken a lead here at 5 points with 112.25 inches. We have Hogsback in second with 4 points and 57.5 inches, and the Rod Jerkers are at 2 points in third place with 30.5 inches. Like I mentioned, based on their check-in video, River Bums should have a walleye on the board at 21.25, I believe he said, because right now Hogsback's hanging on to that walleye with 17.25. So I'm going to need to figure out what's going on there, but we will deal with that here after the stream is over. Let's take a look at 10 pounder. They had 2 submissions that counted for points this round. We're going to look at those. That is the 16.5-inch largemouth. There it is. That's a pretty healthy looking fish. Very nice. I'm gonna guess 2.5, 2 3/4 pounds, maybe 3. I don't know. I'm not a very good judge of that. Throw it in the comments. I'm getting calls here as we're streaming, but it looks like I got. Yes, I got the pictures. I need to work through that submission here. All right, next picture. We'll take a look at this on the bump board. Make sure we've got our indicator on the worm container there. 16 3/4, hanging on there. Beautiful bass. All right. Next up, we've got their northern pike at 27.25 inches. There it is. Big greasy pike. And on the board. In some worlds, pike are worth -1, but in this world, it's worth 1. All right, next we'll look at Hogsback. They had 2 submissions as well this round, a smallmouth upgrade and a yellow perch. So let's take a look at their smallmouth first. Nice, big fantail on it. Cool colors on that one as well. Big, healthy smallmouth on the board with their indicator. And then we will look at this yellow perch. They said it was a giant, 7-incher on the board. There it is. And let's see how big it looks. Yeah, giant. But it's a point, and it helps. So there is Hogsback with 4 points total and 2 to add from this round. Last but not least, we will take a look at the Rod Jerkers. They put a black crappie at 9 3/4 inches on the board, 4 points. It is on the bump using the musky bumper. There it is, touching that line. And were we dock fishing? Looks like we are dock fishing for these crappies. Still a little bit of a spawning colors on that fish. I love crappies in spawn. The tuxedo is one of my favorites. All right, there you have it. That is our leaderboard for bracket number 2. 10 pounder in first place with 5. Hogsback in second with 4. Rod Jerkers in third with 2. And there's a potential that River Bums can jump onto this leaderboard here with a point. But we'll work through that here after the stream is over. All right. That's going to do it for this round. If anybody's got any comments, questions, I'll stick around here for a few minutes and answer. I did want to throw one thing up on here for you guys. Didn't mention it before, but Future Anglers of Minnesota, a nonprofit organization that I'm a part of, and Anglers List is donating $500 to. We are hosting our annual golf tournament in September 17th. It will be our golf tournament at Majestic Oaks Golf Course in Ham Lake. It would be $400 per 4-person team. It includes a golf cart, range balls, and an Italian dinner buffet. We're going to have raffles, silent auction, and we'll do a presentation to our Future Legend sponsorship. And that is something that is one of our key programs that we've developed for Future Anglers of Minnesota, and that is sponsoring youth anglers to keep them engaged and involved in this industry. Love to see it, love to help them along and mentor them through. If you are interested in signing up for this golf tournament, reach out to us at futureanglersmn@gmail.com, or you can go to our website, www.fa-mn.org, and use the contact tab there and get signed up. If you want to reach out to myself directly through social media, that's fine too. I can get you signed up. And if you want to make payment, you can send your check to Jake, our president, there at his address is on the flyer here. And if you can also utilize our PayPal link through the website as well. So that is what I had for Future Anglers in Minnesota. Again, thank you to everybody who's tuned in. It was a pretty quick and easy one here. I do have some work to do to figure out that submission, and hopefully we can get them on the board. And yeah, we'll be back again at 7 p.m. To check in after this third period. Hopefully you guys can join us again. Come with comments, come with questions. Let's get some engagement going here in the comment section. Don't forget about the contests. There are 2 posts on the Anglers List Facebook page, one for the Funks Jigs and one for the 903 baits. So get over there, make your guesses. If you got to watch back the stream to see what the indicators are, do so, and get your guesses in. We will draw for that. We will pick the winner tomorrow based on the first person to guess the word correctly for each bracket. So it looks like I got a comment in here. Rick Nelson, 3 thumbs up. I only have 2. Yes, 3 thumbs up. This has been a 3 thumbs up day. So thank you for that. All right, everyone, I'm going to let you go, get this figured out here. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you at 7 p.m. Oh, hey, that reminds me. Sorry. One last thing before I let you go. Don't leave yet. I wanted to show you, Cole and Cody sent over a cool video of the release of that nice walleye they caught. So let's check that out real quick. So
we're at 19 1/4.
Nice walleye.
Hopefully it sticks. Won't count on it, but I'm happy. We're at 19 1/4.
Love to see that. Awesome release on that fish. And I do have one more video for you guys. Team Mud Puddle sent over a cool video of an osprey catching a fish. Kind of hard to see. May have to let it play a couple times. I don't think there's audio. For some reason, I could not get the audio to work. But the video is cool nonetheless. So check this out. That's pretty cool to watch. It would have been cool to see him fly past him with the fish in his feet there. But anyways, all right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back at 7 p.m. And thanks for watching.